Good morning, my liberty-loving friends. Good to see you this morning. Welcome. Please find a seat on the Liberty Bus, and we will begin our tour of January 15th, 2013. Where does the time go? Expensive, useless breast cancer screenings pushed on older women. This caught my eye because I received an email from a friend this morning stating that it is suspected that mammograms and dental x-rays are one of the causes of increased thyroid cancer among women. I've heard that there can be as much as an 85% false positive rate on mammograms. Look at the facts and make your decision whether you want them or not. They don't prevent cancer. They're supposedly for early detection, but I had an article one day last week that breast cancer cells can revert back to normal at times. So, using the theater of fear to pass unjust laws. Doesn't this just describe what is going on in our country? We are being made to fear everything so that we will beg the government to help us. And yesterday, Alex Jones had the Obama phone lady on. It was interesting radio. The most significant thing I heard her say is that very few of her friends, the people in her neighborhood, have computers. Television is virtually their only source of news. So you can see how it's easy to, when you have that limited medium, it's easy to control television and make people afraid. So don't limit yourself to one source of news. Please, please. Get out there, look around, listen, talk to people. Seek truth and you'll find it. Senator Bernie Sanders, one family, the Walton family of Wal-Mart, owns more wealth than the bottom 40% of Americans. Hey, I believe in capitalism. I believe in working hard and making money, but I'm not saying that they should have their wealth taken away, but, if you want to stop shopping at Walmart, hey, I won't argue with that. I don't shop at Walmart anymore. When they opened, they had all those big signs that said Made in America. Well, try to find something at Walmart today that is made in America. Melissa Harris Perry, ending drug war may be the best gun control measure we can enact. The whole Fast and Furious effort really linked drug crime with the use of guns and empowered drug cartels in Mexico. Yeah, if we could end the drug war, probably a lot of our woes would be over. And hey, if marijuana was legal, probably we wouldn't be talking about cancer as much. Our doctor has told us that juicing hemp and drinking it as you would wheatgrass repairs DNA. So we got that going for us. New study reveals Australians own more guns following strict gun control laws. The thing that everybody always says is if you make guns illegal, the criminals will have the guns. And in this country, when something is illegal, it is controlled by the criminal element. And that goes back as far as, probably farther, but from what I know, goes to Prohibition. And a lot of guys that we consider the cabal now, not a lot, maybe some of them, made big money in the days of Prohibition, and Kennedy was one of them. The guys who performed well in Prohibition were promoted. and they're lawbreakers to begin with. And you know, God bless John Kennedy. I believe we'll see him in heaven. But his family, not the most integrous, if that's a word, not the most integrity. Montpelier, Ohio schools to arm janitors. There it is. That trend is beginning, and I'm guessing that it is going to grow. It just makes sense to have some responsible, knowledgeable people in schools that are prepared to defend the children if necessary. Revealed U.S. spy operation that manipulates social media. I don't think this is new. It talks about generating false personalities to leave comments and direct conversations, so on and so forth. I have had some comments on YouTube videos that I am absolutely convinced were generated by a computer. You know, that program that will take vowels and adjectives, and you can maybe put in a few keywords and it'll make sentences. They don't really make sense completely, but they do have properly placed pieces and subjects, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. They're in the right places to make a sentence, and I believe that's done by a computer. So I think this is already happening. Beware. Don't be easily led. I mean, that ultimately is the point. These people are trying to manipulate us. I think one of the best ways to resist being manipulated is to behave in a way that is surprising, not predictable. The secrecy surrounding the government's illegal spying has grown to the point of complete absurdity. Well, it's absurd anyway for a government to spy on its people, isn't it? We really have things backward in this country at this moment in history. I think that is going to change, though. Removing the shackles has this tremendous article, The Battle for Control of the Global Financial System. This is long, but well worth reading, as is everything that has been posted on removing the shackles over the last few months. If you don't read that blog, you might want to catch up there. More and more, I am beginning to believe that Nasara is real, that a replacement interim government is in place, and that when it's appropriate, when it's deemed appropriate, announcements will be made, and we will be hearing that we are going to be restored to a constitutional republic in the United States. Alex Jones is even dropping some hints about such a change, and we need to persist. We need to insist on our freedom. We need to rise up. We need to tell people, and I think the only way we're going to lose this struggle, is if we give up. And of course, we're not the ones on the front lines actually pushing on people to make sure this change happens. However, we can talk, we can express our opinions, we can sign petitions, just be a very vocal presence, letting people know that we love liberty and that we want the United States to be what it has always been presented to us as, and that is a constitutional republic. So I thank you for joining me today for the tour of January 15th, 2013. I hope it's a good day for you. This tour is a production of She Who Will Walk in the Dark Productions, and I hope that you won't be made afraid by any news that you hear today, because you know the dawn is coming. Take care, be free, love one another.